So, you've got an offer on the table for your client. This is it. This is the moment that separates the good advisors from the great ones. It's not just about getting a signature, it's about mastering that entire journey from the first offer to the final contract. Let's break down how you can really show your true value. Getting that first offer, man, it feels fantastic, right? It's the moment all that hard work starts to pay off. It's a huge step towards a successful close, but let's be real, it's just the first step. So, you've got the offer. Now what? This right here is where your real skill as an advisor kicks in. See, the easy part's over. Now, the delicate dance of negotiation begins, and this is where deals are either made or they fall apart. Okay, so here's our game plan. We'll start with that exciting moment you get the offer. Then we'll dive right into the negotiation, cover all the crucial paperwork, make it official with a promissory contract, and finally, lock that deal down for your client. Think of that offer as the starting gun in a race. I mean, anyone can just forward a number in an email, but a true pro knows this is their time to shine, to lead, to strategize, and to navigate all the little complexities to get this deal across the finish line. And let's be clear, this is about so much more than a simple handshake. A successful closing takes real professionalism and a clear, structured process. Your job is to be that confident leader, the one who guides everyone through it step by step. All right. Next up, the negotiation. Now, this isn't about one side winning and the other losing, not at all. It's really an art form, the art of finding that sweet spot where both your client and the buyer feel like they got a fantastic deal. You know, there's a logical flow to this, and your role is to manage it perfectly. You start by professionally presenting the offer, then you'll probably have to manage a few counteroffers, guiding the conversation toward that final agreed-upon price. But don't stop there. The last crucial step is nailing down the details. How are they paying, and when do they get the keys? You have to be the impartial mediator here. Your number one goal is to keep the conversation productive and positive. Keep that momentum going by constantly, and I mean constantly, pointing out the benefits of the deal for both the buyer and the seller. Okay, once you have that verbal agreement, you've got to pivot straight to the paperwork. This whole phase is about turning that handshake into a solid, legally sound foundation, and that requires two things: precision and speed. I honestly can't stress this enough. You have to act immediately. Momentum is everything in real estate. The second you get a yes on the price, your job is to shift into high gear and get the ball rolling on all the administrative stuff to make it official. Think of this as your professional no surprises checklist. Your job is to make sure both parties know about their tax obligations and all the costs involved. You'll also request all the final documents and make sure you're compliant with regulations like NOM 247, which is all about transparency and protecting the consumer. Next, let's talk about a really key legal document, the promissory contract. This is the big one. It's the official document that takes a verbal agreement and turns it into a legally binding commitment. So, what is it exactly? Well, a promissory contract is a legal agreement that basically forces both parties to go through with the final purchase on a future date, under all the terms you just worked so hard to negotiate. In short, it locks everything in place. It's huge for giving everyone peace of mind. Now, as the advisor, you've got some very specific duties here. First, you got to walk your clients through every single part of that contract. Make sure you clearly point out the penalties if someone backs out. From there, you'll coordinate the signing dates, get a Notary Public appointed, and then, the final step, collect those signatures. This is a super critical point to communicate to your clients. Those penalty clauses, they aren't just legal jargon, they have real teeth. Making sure both sides understand the consequences of backing out just reinforces how serious this commitment really is. We're in the home stretch of this stage now. With the promissory contract all understood and ready to go, it's time to take those last few actions that officially secure the deal and make it 100% legally binding. And this is the moment it all comes together. Appointing the Notary Public brings in that formal legal oversight, and getting the signatures on that promissory contract, well, that's the final, super satisfying step. The agreement is now officially locked in. And just like that, you did it. Give yourself a pat on the back. Getting to a signed, locked-in deal takes a ton of skill and professionalism. You've successfully guided your clients through what is often the most challenging part of the whole journey. But hold on, the work isn't over yet, not by a long shot. The deal is secured, sure, but now comes the actual closing process. And are you ready to advise your clients on all the hidden costs? Well, In our next explainer, we're going to uncover all those taxes and expenses that nobody ever seems to talk about.